Welcome back to the show once again. I've already had a fabulous conversation with our next guest because she knows a lot about the wine industry, in particular Spain, and she's got all kinds of elements to her business and to her personality as well.
Absolutely, and now we get to try some.
Yay!
Nathalie Bonhomme is joining us. She is the proprietor and winemaker for Les Vignes Bonhomme. I apologize for the way I pronounce things, but
Bonjour, how are you?
Well, tell us about what you do.
Well, I was born and raised in Montreal. Yeah, so I left about 25 years ago, and now I'm in Spain for the last 20 years. So I'm the lucky girl.
The wine
Very
industry
lucky,
was something that you sort of tiptoed into in an
Definitely.
interesting kind of way. You started out in catering and developed it?
Started in catering in South Africa, and then you need wine.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and you have to taste wine, you know, for your business. So it started like this, and then I moved to Spain. And from Spain, I realized that there was a lack, you know, of people here in Canada, because I'm Canadian. So I started exporting wine to Canada.
Well, and Spain was probably, I mean, especially when you talk about that timeline, one of the most underrepresented international wines in the world, and the quality is just stunning.
Yeah, and especially when I arrived in Spain, it was the timing, It's all often about timing.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's talk about, people probably noticed we're wearing these. Tell us about the red buttons and their significance.
Well, the red buttons are, that's my first wine, El Bonhomme. I do three things, I got three hats. Let me explain, okay? First, I export some Spanish wines from Spain to Canada and to the Nordic countries. Then, one day, I woke up and I said, wouldn't it be nice to make some wine?
Wouldn't it?
And then, that was it, the end.
then the wine production begins.
And then friends, of course, you know, you meet people, you become friends. I'm the Canadiense there. So I started with a friend. He said, why don't we make a wine together? I said, nah. And he said, yes. I said, okay. And this is how we started. I live near Valencia, which is south of Barcelona.
Yeah.
And we started making a wine called El Bonhomme, because Bonhomme is my family name. Bonhomme, you have to live it up. It's for the best and for the worst. And it also means in Valenciano the same thing, which is
interesting.
El Bon Hombre. So El Buen Hombre. So this wine is my first one. So we've got the buttons. We have actually 3 labels for the same wine. We have the button to link, and I thought a button is something that hasn't changed.
And the button on the bottles represents heart, mind, travel, all those things
all
that
the
have
things
played.
we do when we drink wine.
Yeah, well, and especially in your life as well. So tell us about the wine in particular. We'll start with El Bonhomme.
El Bonhomme is sold here all over Canada. Here in BC is more in the retail department. It's Cabernet Sauvignon and Monastrell. Monastrell, which is Mourvèdre, which we know pretty much. I mean, in the south of Spain is there. This is what
that is the grape.
This is it. Okay. And it's also, you can also find it in the Languedoc-Roussillon, which you guys, I mean, a lot of people are maybe more aware of the Mourvèdre. So it's a warm wine. Yeah, we're in the south. Cabernet Sauvignon is very, as we know, very straight.
Yeah. So does that soften it, the Mourvèdre, a little bit?
The Mourvèdre, exactly. And I always say that Rafa, the guy I make the wine with, is the straight guy, and the Mourvèdre is more like the
and that would be Nathalie.
It sounds amazing. Let's pour some.
Let's try it. You'll see. We'll try the... And then we'll go on to the second wine.
How much fun has the process been for you? I mean, as someone who is so immersed in the wine business and representing some of the best Spanish wines internationally, to have that opportunity to go in and play and really get involved in the business in a different way.
You know, when you're little, I don't know, maybe Fiona, you did that. Like little, like potties, you know, with your bucket, and you take all sorts of things
and you put
them
a little bit of this.
Oh yeah, that is going to be great.
Put
a pine cone, some sand, a little bit of water.
In Montreal, it was great because we could leave it outside, it would freeze, you know.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Well, it's sometimes I compare it a bit like
it's very similar.
Yeah. But, I mean, in a different way, because you have all the barrels and
I'm sure mine never tasted like that.
Oh, I see what you mean. It takes that straight up and down Cabernet and it rounds it out.
And straight.
Really beautiful.
And make it a bit French as well.
A little bit of everything, really. It's delicious. Okay, let's talk about this wine that you've got right here as well.
Now we're going more south. in very old vineyards. And this is great about Spain. We're very, very lucky. And a lot of people ask me why you can get so good quality in Spanish wines.
Yeah.
And because we do. I mean, let's face it, the quality price
some of the best in the world.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Because we are the most planted vineyard in the world, not the biggest producer.
Yeah.
So therefore, that tells you all.
So you have a lot of grape, and you're not making.
We have a lot of old vines that are not producing. So they will make.
I've heard about this actually in different parts where people are reclaiming the old vineyards that have, these delicious, amazing old vines on them that haven't been produced.
And this is it. So we have these old vines. I mean, most of them are bush vines, and they produce very little. But this is this is it. That's what we've got. This is what we have to deal with.
And what they produce can be marvelous.
And what they produce is beautiful because old vines. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, they just run by themselves, and they produce a great.
So what are we going to find in this bottle?
We're going to find Monastrell again, Mourvèdre. We're going to find Garnacha, Garnacha, which is Grenache, and we're going to get Syrah, our good old friend.
Beautiful.
Syrah. And
our good old
good
friend,
friends, really?
This is the part that always causes me regret.
It's such an easy girl. And this wine is actually very friendly wine.
Friendly wines. I like friendly wines.
Well, and Nathalie,
I mean, I had a lot. You have to think of all the giggles.
You sound like you have so much fun doing what you do.
It actually says on the label that's part of what goes into this wine: laughter, giggles, the occasional guffaw.
We are so giggle. I make this wine with Bodegas Juan Gil, which are great friends. Yeah. Miguel is a great winemaker, but he doesn't spit.
Oh, he just drinks.
No?
There's no one sure.
That's a good friend to have if you like to drink wine. This is wonderful. Amazing.
Okay, here you have 3 different varietals. Very sweet in itself. Mourvèdre, okay, the Monastrell, it's got a higher level of sugar. Then you have the Grenache again, and the Syrah, well, the sweet lady. And so the 3 together, I mean, this is like
beautiful combination.
It's beautiful. This is, you see the art and the the life of the business in a glass like this. It's
Nathalie, thank you so much. Wine enthusiasts, of course, can meet Nathalie and taste her wines at the Vancouver Playhouse International Wine Festival. Tasting tonight, Friday or Saturday. You can go to the website playhousewinefest.com to find out all the information, because there's so many amazing people from all over the world in town with some incredible wines to learn about.
Go, because it's like having a group of people that fish together. Winemakers love to tell their story. They love to talk about their wine.
And they've got good friends that come in bottles. We're going to take a break.